Hello student, Hemant sir is here. So now we are going to understand the resistivity of the material. In previous video we have understood about the Ohm's law and the resistance. This is nothing but the part of your chapter called current electricity. It is a third chapter and which is very important. Okay. So today we are going to understand the resistance and resistivity of the material. Okay. So in previous video we have understood about the according to the Ohm's law, R is nothing but the resistance which is the V divided by I. V is the potential difference and I is the current. Okay. So today we are going to understand the resistivity. Okay. So to understand resistivity we have to understand by the example. Okay. So suppose this is the wire and which is connected with the battery, and here it is the resistance. Here we have key so that accordingly we can switch off and switch on the circuit. Okay, here we have applied the resistance. Now, when current is flowing through the circuit, it is a negative terminal. Okay, so the resistance of this circuit is depend on the length of the resistance or conductor. Okay, so resistivity we can say, if suppose this is the conductor which have resistance to oppose the current, and current is flowing through this direction. Let suppose the current is flowing through this direction, that means electron carrying charges from this part to another part. Okay, when electron will move through the conductor, then electron will collide with other particles present in the conductor or resistance, or electron will collide with electron. So due to which the current flowing through the conductor is opposed by this particle or metal ion or the electron, which is called as resistance. So we can say, if we will increase the length, the resistance will also increase. Okay, if we will increase the length of the resistance or conductor, then the resistance will also increase. Okay, so we can say resistance is directly proportional to the length of wire or length of resistance or conductor. Okay, but next term, it is depend on the length of wire. If we will increase the diameter of the conductor, keeping the material same, okay, keeping the material same, length same, and we will increase the diameter of the resistance, that is the area of cross section. Area of cross section. If we will increase the area of cross section, then the resistance will decrease, that means more current will flow through the conductor. So it is the inverse relation. So R is inversely proportional to the area of cross section. So if area will increase, then resistance will decrease, or the resistance will decrease, then area will increase. Okay. So this is relation for the resistance and the length. So here we can write as, if we will increase the length of wire, or you can say conductor, then resistance will also increase, and if we will decrease the length, then resistance will also decrease. That we have to write again here, and if length of wire or conductor is decreased, then resistance will also decrease. Okay, therefore we can write as resistance is directly proportional to the length of wire. Okay, now second part. If area of cross section is increases, then resistance will decreases, and so on. And so on means if we will decrease the area of cross section, then resistance will increases. Okay, therefore here it is the inverse relation between area of cross section and resistance. So here we have to write R is inversely proportional to area of cross section. Okay, so it is nothing but the equation number 1 and it is equation number 2. So by equation number 1 and 2, see here we have R, here again we have R. So by comparing both the equation, we can write by equation 1 and equation 2. We can write it as R is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area of cross section. Now here, see, we had to convert this proportional sign into equal. So whenever we will change the proportional sign to equal sign, we are adding the constant. Okay, we are multiplying with the constant. So R equals to, the constant is rho. It is a symbol of rho. It is the resistivity of the material. So rho into L divided by A, where R equals to rho into L divided by A. So it is our formula. So here rho is resistivity of the material used. Okay. So rho equals to, see, A will multiply with R. So R into A divided by L. Okay. So this is the formula for resistivity. Okay. And see here, resistance is ohm. So we have to identify the unit of the resistivity. Okay. So I am going to erase this part so that we will design the unit for resistivity. Now, unit of resistivity. Okay, so formula is what? It is rho equals to R into A divided by L. So rho equals to, now we will take unit of each. R is ohm, area is meter square divided by length is in meter. So rho equals to, see, meter square means meter into meter, and 1 meter and here 1 meter will get cancelled. So the unit will be ohm meter. Okay, therefore unit of rho is the unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Okay, so this is all about the resistivity of material, and the resistivity of material depends material to material. Okay, so if the resistivity of the material is more, the current will flow is less. Okay, and vice versa. Okay, so this is the very important part. So you have to write down, or you can take a screenshot also. Okay, so write down first. So now we will understand the electrical circuit. So what is electrical circuit? Basically that we have to understand. It is the electrical circuit which is nothing but the general representation of the continuous path, a continuous flow of path of the electric current in our house or in other domestic or industrial sector. Okay, so we have to understand the definition first. Okay, a continuous path of an electric current through the connecting wires connected to the two ends of the cell. See, this is the cell and this circuit is connected to the two ends of the battery where different electrical appliances and different resistance are used. Okay, so whenever you are drawing the electrical circuit, you have to show the flow of current from the positive end to the negative end. It is a very important. Okay, so this is a typical electrical circuit or the general representation of electrical circuit. Here it is the ammeter. Ammeter is what? It is the ampere meter. Ammeter which is used to detect or to calculate the amount of current which is flowing through the circuit. Okay, so it is used to measure. So ammeter is used to measure the current. Okay, here we have to write also. It is used to measure the current. Okay, ammeter is used to measure the current. Here we have voltmeter. Voltmeter, and it is used to measure the potential difference. It is used to measure potential difference. Okay, so it is ammeter. It is voltmeter. It is the resistance. It is the conducting wire. It is the key, so that according to your wish you can switch on or switch off the flow of current. And it is the battery. Okay, so this is general representation of the electrical circuit. Here we are using different electrical devices in the form of symbol. Okay, so we have to understand few symbols so that you can draw the electrical circuit easily. So this symbol represents the cell. Here the long vertical line represents the positive and the small vertical line represents the negative terminal of the cell. So it is the cell. When more than one cell are connected in a circuit, then it is called as battery. Okay, so here it is one cell, second cell, third cell. Okay, so you can connect as many as cell according to the requirement. Okay, so it is battery now. So battery contain two or more than two cells. Okay, it is the crossing of wire. It is the crossing of wire. Okay, crossing of wire. It is the T part. Here you are making one more connection. joining of wire. Here it is the tap key. This is the push key. You can push to turn on or turn off the light. Then we have, it is the resistance. But it is the fixed resistance. It is the fixed one. You can't change the resistance of the given resistance is called as fixed resistance. Okay, but here the symbol is like, then it is the resistance. You can change its resistivity. Okay, so it is the resistance, fixed one, and it is variable resistance. Okay, then we have ammeter. It is ammeter. Or we can say ampere meter also. Here we have voltmeter. Okay, so next, bulb. It is the bulb. It is the lightning bulb. Okay, so these are the these are the different symbols that we are using while drawing the electrical circuit. Okay, so students, this is the very important part that we have understand today. Okay, so for better understanding, you just repeat once this video, so you will understand what is electric circuit, how it is drawn, and which different symbols are used while drawing the electric circuit. And also you will understand the resistivity, how it is calculated, formula for resistivity and unit of resistivity also. Okay, so students, आज के लिए इतना ही, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में.